Being incel is worse than being a black man during the Jim Crow era. At least they got the rope. Let's just establish something here. Death is not a privilege in any way. Taking your own life is not a privilege in any way. We all have the ability to leave this world whenever we please to, unless you're on like serious suicide watch and they literally take away everything that you could use to end your own life. That's why I'm assuming that this is a joke from this person. Oh, at least they got the rope. Fucking hang yourself. I mean, like, I'm not actually telling you to hang yourself, but if you're jealous of black people during the Jim Crow era because they had the ability to die, you have the ability to die anytime you want. Fucking, it's just the way it is. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the most frustrating group of humans on the planet, the Incels. I am already pissed off in this video. That first one really got me going, and there's plenty more like it. So subscribe to the channel if you like creepy dude stuff, if you like Reddit videos, and let's get it. All right, this one is actually from the old Incels subreddit that has since been shut down. Today I saw a woman crying her eyes out and almost couldn't control my laughter. I was buying groceries today, and after I was done, I proceeded to the cashier to check out. A couple people were in front of me, and the middle-aged cashier cunt was taking a really long time to do her job. After a couple more minutes, a young roasty and a cuck comes up to her and start talking to her. I was pissed off, but suddenly she starts crying and making a scene. I couldn't hear what they were saying because I had my headphones on. I took them off, and after another cashier took her place, the roasty in front of me asked what happened, and she said the niece of the other cashier had died. I had a smirk on my face the whole time. This wasn't anything special, but it made my afternoon, so I wanted to share it with you guys. Such life fuel. Women crying makes me happy. Me too. They live such easy lives. I don't really have much to say about this, except that he probably didn't have a smirk on his face the entire time. I'm sure he's a huge pussy in real life, but I'm sure he was so excited to go home and post about it on our Incels and jack off to the replies of people saying, "Oh yeah, that's so exciting." Femoids should be terrified of the small percentage of incels who ascend. There are guys here, younger guys who haven't blossomed yet, mental cells who are attractive, fat cells who have Chad genetics under their blubber who will lose weight, guys who will get amazing plastic surgery, etc., who will ascend to Chad status. Cunts being cunts is what fuels our misogyny, and you better believe that if we get the chance to enact our revenge and absolutely emotionally destroy some Stacys by pumping them and dumping them, rejecting them, cheating on them, etc., we will do it given half a chance. This is what you have created. I don't understand how this is going to be exacting their revenge on the Stacys. Because even if they're just, if some of them become Chads and end up pumping and dumping these Stacys, that's what's called a hookup, you know? Like, that's what they're looking for. If somebody has the opportunity to have sex with an attractive man, and they have sex, but then he doesn't call her back, like, she's not gonna care, because she was probably looking for a hookup in the first place. Incels can't even fathom the idea that, a woman could just want to have sex. I mean, I guess they do because they say it a lot, but this guy clearly doesn't believe that. All right, this is a post from our brain cells where this incel gets called out by a normie in the comments. Jews in Auschwitz had an easier life than we do. You're a piece of shit, my friend, because this is not true whatsoever. Please stop being delusional. Jews in Auschwitz had higher social status than we do. Jews got more pussy than we do. Jews had friends. And they still pretend to be oppressed. Yeah, when I think about the Holocaust, I just think about all those crazy orgies they were having, all the free love, and how high of social status all those interned humans had. I'm sure they were boasting about their sexual exploits and their social status when they were walking into the fucking gas chamber, you idiot. I know I just got angry about that, but I have to kind of agree with the normie in the comments. I have to imagine this is trolling from just some idiot. I just found out I ruined some normies' lives. I'm so fucking proud of myself. I found out there was this party that other people in my high school were having. I wasn't invited, so naturally I went about finding the address, finding out if alcohol would be there, and then calling the cops. I baited them into telling me alcohol was there by saying, "I don't care if you won't let me go. Your party is shit if there's no alcohol." And the host said, "There's gonna be tons of alcohol, dumbass." I recorded that. Then I called the cops, and it turns out they were doing some even harder shit that they tried to hide from the cops until one pushed a cop back and got arrested. The host got fined, and there was about 2 arrests overall. With an arrest on record, it'll be hard for them to get into a good college or university, and the Chad's scholarship to Cornell got revoked. These posts are from a hypocritical incels.me user. This guy. The degeneracy of this world astounds me. Also this guy. LMAO, this is some white knight shit. If I ever stumbled upon a rape, I'd hold her down while the dude had his way. Then we'd switch. Alright guys, you heard it here first. Women are worse than Nazis. Nazis practiced eugenics for like 10 years. Femoids have practiced it since the beginning of humanity. Girl power is literally a taxpayer-sponsored eugenics program enforced by the state at gunpoint. That is what girl power is. The power to stop entire bloodlines for minor physical defects and get everyone else to pay for it and cheer her on as a good person and not superficial like she actually is. Girl power is the power for a leg beard with incel genetics to routinely harass her male equivalents and have everyone cheer her on. And then they have her pass down the subpar bloodlines as if it were made of gold. Birth control effectiveness. Condoms 99%, birth control pills 99%, being a handsome abuser 0%. You're going to be making babies all over the place. All right, here's a guy who commented. Being a nice guy who respects women is the only 100% effectiveness there is. Being a nice guy, TM, is definitely not going to make you any babies. I have the right to reproduce, and I will. I don't care if that means having to move to a second or third world country where the exchange rate on my sexual market value is valued a lot more. I don't care if it means having to move to a country where they have a bride price and you can trade livestock for women. I don't care if that means any number of things. I'm going to do what I have to fulfill my desires. Feminism in the first world has totally rigged the dating game against us men. They're forcing us to cheat or suffer the demise of our bloodlines. I will agree that I think that feminism has hurt the ability of very scummy dudes to be able to get women in the United States. And famed misogynist and one of the funniest men to ever walk this planet, Patrice O'Neill, once said that American men are like supermen, but when they're in America, it's like they're on Krypton, like they don't have their powers. But then when they go to anywhere else in the world, everybody looks at them like, ooh, you're this American man, you're this special thing. But at the same time that I say that, Patrice O'Neill was like 6'5" and a well-built man. Although he was very overweight, he was well-built, so the incels would probably look at him as a Chad with his combination of size and personality. As far as Patrice's theory about supermen, I don't know if the incels could be supermen anywhere. And actually, as much as I'd like for them to get laid and I'd like for them to take a chance to go outside of their country to get laid, I feel like their views on women will never allow them to be close enough to a woman to do anything with her because they just hate them so much. There's such an underlying hatred. And even though Patrice O'Neill was an outspoken misogynist and said some horrible things about women in his life, I don't think he had that same underlying hate. And that's what makes the incels failures at the end of the day, is if you can't accept a woman, how the fuck is she going to accept you or respect you in any way? I'd like to take a second to say something to the incels out there. First off, I'd like to say I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you got this shitty roll of the dice and you're in the bottom third of the attractiveness scale. You know, I've had problems with thinking I'm unattractive and stuff, and I think we all do. Even the people that would be objectively most attractive obviously have like things that they'd like to change or they wish were different or advantages they wish they had. But you just can't change that. I mean, you can obviously get into better shape. Maybe plastic surgery is an option for you if it's really bad. But your personality is definitely the biggest problem, guys. Hate has never won anybody over. Hate, it just pushes people away. And the incel community, because they're so filled with hate, it's almost like an anti-community. They're all making each other worse. Or you guys are all making each other worse. You're not helping one another at all. My homework for the incels out there this week would be to work on an aspect of your personality, whether it's like being kind of funny or being clever or being a good storyteller or something like that. Work on something in your personality that will make you a little bit more interesting than you were a month ago or whatever. Also, work on like something that you're very proud of. Like if you have a passion in life, if you have a job that you do, just do it as good as you can, and make sure that you know your worth, and the people around you know that you're like an important part of that community. I know you guys think that society rejects you, but I genuinely believe that if you tried to work on your personality and just being more approachable in general, even if you're fucked in your own town, just like move to a different town, get a different job where maybe people don't know you as like a miserable sad sack dropping black pill truths on people, and just get a fresh start and try and be a happy person. Try and like emulate the sort of life you wish you had, and it will get better. Also, try and find a woman that is an actual looks match to you. You guys are always talking about looks match and how you need, like, if you're 3, you need another 3 to accept you. I think that those women are out there. I don't think they're getting nearly as much dick as you think they are. They might be getting dick, and you can't consider them a roastie. You have to consider them a person that is the most realistic for you to have sex with. And there are absolutely female incels out there as well. I know that Eggy, a famous incel, has talked about the fembot myth, that there's no such thing as a female incel, but that's absolutely untrue. I know that maybe not in the way that you think of an incel, but there are for sure 40-year-old virgin women out there that are just too shy or awkward to get anybody, or to just be out there enough to get anybody. So I know I'm not going to change anybody's opinion, and that's why this rant is so stupid, but I genuinely think that if the incels accepted female incel equivalents into their community, they could learn so much, and they would both parties would be better off. But since the incels don't consider females to even have the potential to be incel, I don't think they'll ever learn. And that's where I guess I'm going to leave you guys today. Sorry if this turned a little bit ranty, but I really do want the incels to get better. So this was just me kind of rambling, trying to help them out. If you made it this far, comment "it's not over" in the comments down below. And skate on, rollerbladers. I'll see you very soon.